All right, so how does EMF affect chronic fatigue? EMF is electromagnetic field. It is generated by most electrical devices to some degree. And I have a different video where I go around the house and check different parts of the house for what kind of EMF they're generating. It's a very easy thing to do. If you think about how EMF is used in technology, there is a process called electroporation. So electroporation is the use of electricity to create pores, holes in membranes. And this technology is used every day in laboratories to create holes in, say, bacteria so that you can insert a specific glycoprotein or receptor in it, and then you can conduct certain studies. And so basically the most useful thing that we can get out of this interaction is that we create holes in membranes. Well, if you think about the most likely cause of chronic fatigue being mitochondrial dysfunction, mitochondria are the only parts of your cells that actually have dual membranes. They have an inner membrane and an outer membrane, and basically the way that they function is based on the difference between the charge accumulating on between these two, and then charge accumulating on the inside part of the mitochondria. And you can imagine that that process is quite sensitive to how stiff or permeable those membranes are. So if those membranes have lots of holes in them as a result of the exposure of the individual to different electromagnetic fields, then the dysfunction is the only thing that can result. You cannot accumulate the positive charge on one side and negative charge on the other because they continuously are exchanging. This is a strange thing because a lot of people that I know who have chronic fatigue are sensitive to certain places where there is a lot of fluorescent lights or otherwise electromagnetic force. And it's important to try to stay away from those things in your environment if you're suffering from chronic fatigue. Some of the devices that generate the most electromagnetic force in your household items are blow dryers, hair dryers, and electrical shavers, actually. And so I would encourage everyone to try to minimize their exposure to those things. And also I would encourage you to watch my video on measuring the different parts of your body and assessing how much electricity is going through the walls and being consumed by the different appliances that you use. It's important to recognize that with your cell phones and your iPads and your computers, you really are not getting that much exposure to EMF, but unless you are holding them when they're charging. And in that situation, that becomes very dangerous. So I would encourage all of you to just have a place where you charge your devices far away from where you sleep, far away where you can be exposed, and try to do them at times when you're not awake and walking around.